Dear friends, welcome to this journey that tells about 1st century Tamil land based on the periplus of the Erythraean Sea. This presentation is based on the book named Travel and Trade in the Indian Ocean by a merchant of the 1st century by Wilfred H. Scoff. Today we will see what Periplus says about the pepper trade of ancient Tamil kingdom and the notes of Wilfred for that. Point 56. They send large ships to these market towns on account of the great quantity and a bulk of pepper and malabadram. There is exported pepper which is produced in quantity in only one region near these markets, a district called Kotanara. We will now see what Wilfred tells about this pepper in his notes. Pepper, black and white, Piper nigrum, is a perennial climber, wild in the forest of Travancore and Malabar and extensively cultivated from very early times in the hot, damp localities of southern India. The trade was by sea and not overland. Herodotus knows the Dravidians only as having a complexion closely resembling the Ethiopians and as being situated very far from the Persians toward the south and never subject to Darius. It may also be surmised that a steady demand for pepper existed in China before it arose in Rome, and that this was one reason for the sailing of the junks to the Malabar coast in the 2nd century BC and probably earlier. The trade in pepper in the time of the Roman Empire brought the merchants unheard of profits, just as it did later the Genoese and Venetians. It was one of the most important articles of commerce between India and Rome, supplying perhaps 3/4 of the total bulk of the average westbound cargo. Among the offerings by the Emperor Constantine to the church under Saint Sylvester were costly vessels and fragrant gums and spices, including frankincense, nard, balsam, storax, myrrh, cinnamon, saffron, and pepper. That it continued in high esteem is shown by the terms offered by Alaric for raising the siege of Rome. The immediate payment of 5,000 pounds of gold, of 30,000 pounds of silver, of 4,000 robes of silk, of 3,000 pieces of fine scarlet cloth, and of 3,000 pounds weight of pepper. In the medieval Europe, the trade was highly organized, the spice being handled especially by merchants called pepperers, and the prices quoted in Roger's History of Agriculture and prices in England show that in the years just prior to the Portuguese discovery of the Cape route, a pound of pepper brought 2 shillings, being 4 days' pay for a carpenter. Yet the people preferred it above all other spices. Tavernier found pepper sold principally at Tuticorin and Calicut. Some, however, came from Rajapur on the Ratnagiri coast. The Dutch, he says, who purchase it from the Malabaris do not pay in cash for it, but exchange for it many kinds of merchandise as cotton, opium, vermilion, and quicksilver, and it is this pepper which is exported to Europe. 500 livres of it brings only 38 reals, but on the merchandise which they give in exchange, they gain 100%. One can get it for the equivalent in money of 28 or 30 reals cash, but to purchase it in that way would be much more costly than the Dutch method. He mentions also a large storehouse kept by the Portuguese at Cochin called the Pepper House. The location of Tindus of the Cheira kingdom depends on that of Muziris. It is described as a village of plain sight on the shore and may be identified with the modern Ponnani. This place, lying at the mouth of the river of the same name, which drains a rich section of the western mountains known as the Anaimalai Hills, would have been a natural terminus for the pepper produced there as well as for the barrels of the Coimbatore district. This Ponnani river, according to the Imperial Gazetteer, unlike nearly all others on the west coast, is navigable for small vessels for some distance inland. It is interesting to compare it with the letter from the Zamorin of Calicut to the King of Portugal, carried by Vasco da Gama on his return from India 14 centuries later. In my kingdom, there is abundance of cinnamon, cloves, ginger, pepper, and precious stones. What I seek from thy country is gold, silver, coral, and scarlet. With these details about pepper from the book on Erythraean Sea, I will meet you all in my next video. Until then, thank you for your support.